I die for a cause, something I believe in. I'm happy. But I ain't gonna just die by getting hit by a straight bullet and don't know what's going on. Then I'm pissed off. Give me a cause that I can believe in. And let me die for that.
You know, let you live to fight for that. I once knew a man, long, lean, and tan, could pull a pig's eyes out with a twist of his hand. Respected women, was gentle and wise, had sensitive eyes, strong, powerful thighs, and lips that spoke truth and never told lies. This man was my hero, my lover, my friend. All my life in his arms I could spend. He would warm me and charm me, but never would harm me. Then one day came a knock on the door. A messenger for him, a telegram bore. Said, greetings, we want you to slave in this war. To slave, to kill, to napalm, and worse, upon this place we've laid our curse. One man said, hey, baby, come look at this shit. Tricky Dick wants me to go make a hit. He wants me to leave you, sweet sugar stuff, and go to the NAM and kill till he say no. He said, I'll kill for my mama. I'll kill for you, stuff. Let him fuck with my clothes and the shit might get rough. But to kill cause I'm told to maim and to burn on this crazy motherfucker I have got to turn. Yeah, I'll join the army. The platoons of the streets with sirens of music to which we'll pat our feet. But my man was cool. Didn't shout like a fool. He got real quiet and went back to school. He studied computers and laid back and dreamed and stayed out the army while he plotted and schemed. Now his little baby bra, just back from the NAM, had a drippy nose and a pet monkey named Sam. He said, Big Bra, I'm ready, 'cause I don't give a damn. I gotta bury Mean Jones, and I'd rather die here than far, far from home. I ain't gonna tell you that I came back the same, but demolition's my trade and death is my game. The shit that they shot me has me drowsy and weak, but I'd rather blow a pig pen than shoot up for a week. While little baby Bra drifted off into a nod, in floated my man's friend Ichabod. There's something about him made your hair stand on end. He could read your mind and probe your brain, drank plenty wine, sniffed a little cocaine, had a smile as soft as the gentle spring rain. He said, brothers, I have come here from Tibet. I've been meditating 10 years, and I'm a neophyte yet. I can make a helicopter fall from the sky. With a wave of my hand, I can make a tall building no longer stand. I can don a cloak of invisibility, slip through a keyhole, and walk on the sea. I have come here to join your group because the pigs is parked on my back porch stoop. He said, greetings, brother. We need you in this mess, but before you meet the rest, let me take you through a little unity test. Now, I can't exactly tell you what to do, but there's the armory. The rest is up to you. Ichabod went into a state. His eyes clouded over. He began to levitate. He floated high above our heads and landed gently as though pulled by a thread. Off in the distance, we heard a muffled sound and a flash-like reaction as from an atom bomb. Outside, we heard the rumble of a van, heavily loaded, but not driven by a man. Out stepped the sister, bandolero down with a short, funky natural and a determined frown. She said, brothers, Brother Bob just called me on our spiritual telegraph and asked me to bring you the armory, just for a laugh. She said, now, I really don't think we need all this heat, but we could just give them to the people in the street. The sister was fine. Her attitude was clean and dressed very nicely and just a little mean. Brother Bard straightened up. Ichabod closed in to make his hit. She stepped back nicely and said, brothers, please don't start that shit. I will respect and cherish you as a jewel if you just don't talk to me like I am a fool. I have a doctorate in astrology, mathematics, psychology, and Egyptology. I have come here to help you kill fear. I am the center in the circle, in the cycle of a spiral spinning.
前の地かけても村地にだよ決めろよ決めろ侵略者の弱さよ決めろよ決めろDon't send another mother's son Set the date To risk is all where nothing's won Set the date The season of the sword is done Set the date The clock is full of death each day you wait Face facts are saving face, it's much too late We've asked politely, will you set the date? Hinichi wokamete kudasai Set the date The Nixon goes to Peking, hey, and many jump with joy. But the word comes from the horse's mouth, and the horse is in Hanoi. And it says, set the date, and you say, set the date. Can I hear you say, set the date? You better say, set the date. Can you set the date? Go ahead. Can you set the date? Now, set the date. We command you, set the date. The table talks have set the tone, set the date, set the date. They'll send all POWs home, set the date, set the date. They'll spare our sons to save their own. Set the date, set the date. To stop one death, no one should wait. For the dying each tomorrow is too late. No more devastation can we tolerate. Now it's set the date or abdicate. Set the date. Let this year mark the end of a world of Vietnams. Let this year liberate us from the shadow of the bombs and set the date, and set the date, Can you set the date, You better set the date, Now we command you, set the date. Now we command you, set the date.
Can't help the feeling of apathy back at home. They think, well, this is really is a small faction of what probably people at home, consider malcontents. But if they had to live this day to day, they just wouldn't believe it.
They don't know what's going on. All they hear is the propaganda from the United States. Well, they're a bunch of fuck-ups,
Anybody that's in Fire 33 that was in Naha right after President Nixon stated there were no nuclear weapons in Okinawa sat there in front of our hangar and watched 23 of them get towed by. We sat there and...
I was stationed in Okinawa at that time, and I was stationed in ammunition company, and I helped move that.
They took them up to a super constellation. The thing flew around Naha for 3 hours, landed, and we counted them, and they brought them back to that goddamn island they stick them on. We listened on the radio, Nixon said, make no mistake, there are no nuclear weapons there. Man, I fucking
I think they ought to take some of these films and stuff and show them in the Midwest where these Joe college straight people see it instead of on the coast where everybody is more open-minded. They ought to start in the Midwest and change some of the Mrs. Averages and Mr. Averages to our way of thinking, because that's where you ought to start, is with them warped society people in the Midwest. Missouri. I am, but I can't even go to my own house, man. They look down at me because I'm a short-haired, short-haired communist doper. I'm a radical.
I live in one of the smallest places in the country, man. Beaver Dam, Kentucky. People are on my side. People are on my side. I get letters saying, wow, you should see what's happening at home, People are changing.
Yeah, that's what it comes to. You got to get the people backstage, get the word to them so they'll know. Because I've come from places and I've been and talked to people and they say, well, man, what's really going on? I don't hear that's what it is. No one really knows.